Boulder, Colorado, one of the most picturesque locations in the world, let alone for college football, and you will see plenty of Buffaloes roaming here. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the UCF Knights, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Knights will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll run it from the gun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Give to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So, starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 Conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So, you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally make the stop at the big run. Is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it, and right now he's doing some damage on this defense.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
On second down, will they go back to the ground game? They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
And the Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Just let him a little too far across the sidelines. Couldn't make the catch in bounds. It's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Now on the option. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quick toss. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
On the play. Offense is stopped. Will be returned on downs.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Using his feet to buy time. At the 35, he's open. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
A lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I need to do to get that 1st down. You can call them whatever you want, but that was really smart.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football. You know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
Going up top on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late, blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back can get some positive yards.
They have work in front of them on third and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Ashley. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be. And now the
quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. Third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's caught at the 10. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Knights racing to the line in a hurry-up. He's back to throw on second down. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down.
Well, you know what they say, tips lead to picks. The offense, they're lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
It's still third and goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point.
He got it. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football.
The expressway is wide open. Past the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Colorado!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a couple of ranked teams having at it this week, and take a look at what's going down. USC looks like a legit title contender right now. That offense is just having its way. They're up 14 over Penn State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The Knights want to move quickly.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
Got it in the middle. It's Richardson. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Now on first down from the 30. Wide receiver shows motion. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Still running at the 40. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time, they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now?
And he's running in the open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's going to pass on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. You got to do a better job reeling it in.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, UCF. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. Offense getting set for 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Pressure coming. Trying to make magic with his feet. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Powers through the defender. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
And the Buffaloes will have it 1st and 10. On the option. He'll pitch it. At the 40, there he goes. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
The counter play is a great play to mix in with your base concepts. Obviously, everybody flies to the football, bang. Now you pull a guy, you go backside, give him a little counter, keep the defense off balance.
second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He'll do it himself. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Can they come through this time? It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, the ground game. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffs!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Took them a little while to settle into this game, but this offense has it going here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, a little bit of a feeling out process there early. But
oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built a lead.
Looking to throw on second down. Fires to the big fella.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He tries to take the top off. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own in great field position.
Man, your goal of the defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
From the gun, give on the inside.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this team tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Got his man on the outside. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And I'll tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. He'll ride his man on the option. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. It's good. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return.
UCF offense will take over 1st and
10. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He's taking the shot. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Buffaloes will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he... Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They got a lot done through the air in the 1st half, and they might need even more production here in the 2nd.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing.
Oh, look out, there he goes! And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
He wants to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Knights.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Florida State took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2013 Seminoles team, led by Jameis Winston, Devontae Freeman, and Kelvin Benjamin, would just steamroll teams. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
On the option. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. They're working that left side. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
And the Buffaloes are rolling down the field. Quick completion to the right. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down for this offense. From the gun, the running back has it. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Buys a little time with his feet. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting a fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack and get the huge loss on that play.
That's why, as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on 3rd down, because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man, they convert.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
And the Buffaloes with the 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Spits it out to the back. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
He's got him this time. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a 1st down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Gives it to the back on the draw. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Hold down after picking up 5 to the 6-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. The option look. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now they regain the lead. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the 1st down.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
All wideouts, no backs. And back to the air on 2nd down. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, UCF! And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. team in prime position on offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Sends it downfield. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple of shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Looking to go up top on first down. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Wants to fire on second down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Snags it down the right side.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll leave it with the lone back. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter.
Second down. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Colorado 27, UCF 24.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Now the play fake. Got his man on the right. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Working that left side now. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
It doesn't matter what the defense has tried to do. Man coverage, zone coverage, blitz, whatever. Quarterback has been locked in. 350 passing yards now.
They run the reverse. He's knocked down in the backfield. A swarming defense, and he'll lose 7.
It is so easy when you're a defensive player, when you watch a little misdirection of the ball go one way, to turn and to run. That's not my job. My job is to stay home. The defense did a good job of that. Defense stayed home, made the play.
He's looking for a man on second down. Flushed out of the pocket. Firing to the right, complete. And he's wrestled to the ground. The Knights will hustle to the line. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. He wants it all. Touchdown, Knights! They move on top here in the fourth.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space on the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the fourth quarter.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arizona is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Tucson, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by a field goal over Texas Tech. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Still running at the 40. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
Fires left. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Stands in and takes the hit. Catch and stride inside the 15. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The Buffaloes are on the move. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And imagine the defense in this scenario, right? You're up by one possession. You need to get to the quarterback. You've got to affect him. You're going to blitz, or you're going to try to win one-on-one up front. They did it that time, hit him, and forced the incompletion.
The aerial assault continues. This time it's complete. Touchdown, Colorado! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And how about this quarterback right away seeing, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good. Really nice pitch and catch. And guess what? You got the lead now in the 4th quarter.
If he makes this one, the lead will be 3, and at least a field goal won't beat you. He's got it, and the lead is up to a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. They're just about ready to kick it away. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Going for the big play. And it's picked off. Takes it the other way. And after making the interception, a terrific return to put his offense in great field position at the 42.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down, or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have two left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
Offense set on first down. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. On first down, here comes this offense. On the option. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that right there, probably the biggest play in this game so far. The offense has the lead, and they're just trying to run the football to run this clock out. But the defense able to knock it out, jump on it. Now all of a sudden, this game has a completely different feel.
He just never got started going forward. A huge loss of 8 on the play.
Great discipline by the backside of the defense. This is my gap. This is where I'm supposed to be. Ball goes away, so be it. I got to stay home. Stays home, makes a great play for a loss.
This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Makes the pass. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Oh, man. The quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. He gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked up.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He lets it fly. He makes a grab. Touchdown, UCF! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the fourth quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. And he makes the catch inside the 10. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Wide out in motion. Using his feet. And they stop him just short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 1.
You know, we talked about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, but he just decided to take off.
And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. Now on the move. Touchdown, Bucks! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch. And those big moments right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here, you need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the 4th quarter. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Kentucky is in trouble right now, and unless something drastic changes, we're looking at Wildcat on the menu tonight in Lexington. They're trailing by 21 to South Carolina. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll run it from the gun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Here's a throw downfield late. And the pass hits, picked off. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big time mistake. This one might cost them.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. 3-point lead, put together a great drive here, Jesse. You can turn it into a 2-possession game.
Let's do that. Let's get a touchdown on the board. Let's find out where our playmakers have the best matchups, and let's exploit those, David.
And it would put our defense in such a great position. 4th quarter, 2-possession lead. It makes it easy to play defense.
Here comes the option. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Getting some heat. with the catch. It's good. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
A little screen to the running back. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Yeah, and this is great offense. You want to finish it. You want to finish the drill with your offense on the field and that clock ticking. Nice job converting on third down and basically salting this game away.
Takes a handoff, and he's going right. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. And this play will be for no gain, and that is going to do it. Final play of the fourth quarter. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They've dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week. And that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.